Seems to be working. Alright, so this is a quick mission I've made to practice bomb training with the Mosquito. I've also put a Spitfire in the mission, but I haven't really practiced much with it, so the goal is to go bomb either of those buildings or maybe this one. I've got unlimited bombs, so it should make it possible to do more than one run if I miss or if I want to hit more than one target. And I've even put like a row of trucks here if I want to practice strafing with my guns. I can either start from the ground here or from the air over here. So I'm going to try taking off from the ground. See if I can do the very simple flight, just heading west to that position, getting some altitude, dropping bombs. And that's it. Still getting used to the Mosquito. So we'll try to see if we can get a few things connected together. So we'll take the one from the ground. So this is our plane right here. Going to be taking off from the runway here, going towards the target in the distance there. We see there's another smoke over there. Kind of help us to situate where the action is taking place. So I'll get most of my things done on the ground. Earlier I made some attempts and forgot to set some flaps when you want to take off with a heavy load of bombs. It's preferable to have at least, I think, about 10 to 15 of flap. I'm gonna set up my bombs ahead of time. I'll give it a tail fuse since I might drop from fairly low. And get this thing on. And this, we should turn it on in flight, but I always forget, so I do it on the ground. This here is all the way up. So I guess we'll get ready for takeoff. Alright, that's looking good. Let's get the gear up. Get our flaps up. See the smoke where we're going, but I'm going to make a little turn, try to gain some altitude. Of course, since I have bombs in the bomb bay, I'm going to have to open the bomb bay doors. So let's do that now. As you can see, the doors are opening underneath the plane. Go. We've got our little light over here that indicates that doors are fully open. Try to gain a little bit more altitude. Should probably lower the boost to about 8 so that I don't overheat the engines. turn on my weapon sights. There we go. Get the plane properly trimmed. There we go. So you can see there's a building on fire, and the two long buildings are where I'm gonna try to go first. A little bit easier of a target. So now we're gonna dive. Bombs away. Ooh, that might have been a bit low. Yes, it was a bit low. So half my plane was destroyed. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna try to save the plane like heading home. Okay, now I'm losing my engines and everything. Okay, this is not going very well. Okay, well, we survived, but it wasn't very pretty. Now, one of the cool things about the mission is that I have an air start, so since what I want to practice is mostly just doing some bombing and maybe not blowing up my plane at the same time, I can start it in the air like this. And now we can see that one of the targets has been hit. So let's try to set up our bombs. Oops, you see what happens when you've got too much to do. Fly the plane first. Okay, now it's stable. Click, click, click. Of course, I've gone past the target. Now the wheels are down for some reason. That's one of the things I find sometimes in DCS is if you crash a plane, if you revive in another one, it seems to think you still have like some of the damage or some of the settings from the previous plane. Like my wheels were down. Try to see here, do I have flaps? No, I don't have flaps, okay. The RPM was set like for when I went to land. Okay, so my lights are on, so the bomb bay should be open. Yes. So I guess we'll be ready to try that. Try not to overspeed. Let's see if we can hit that building right there. Yeah, I think we hit it. Looks like we did. Since we have the unlimited weapons, might try to go get that building there. We got the lone building there, yeah. So let's get the bomb bay closed. Let's test our guns and cannons. Seems to be working. I'll try a quick strafe run on the trucks and then we'll try to fly it back home. So yeah, if I was to try like a full mission with this plane, I would probably need a few checklists because I still don't know how to operate most of the systems by heart. So before I would come in for a bomb run, I would probably have to check a few things. But I guess we did okay with this. Got the buildings we wanted to hit. Of course, we would have needed like 3 missions to do that, or 3 planes, because I needed 3 bomb loads for the 3 buildings. And of course, one of the planes, we're not going to say what happened to it. It's lying in a field somewhere now. So let's try to hit those trucks. I got a few on fire. Checking my boosts, keeping it at A. We didn't get holes this time. That's good. Note to self, don't wait too long until you release bombs. Puts holes in your plane. So I'm gonna have to go past the airfield, because you'll see with the smoke at the airfield, the wind is in the opposite direction, so I want to face the wind to land, especially since because I have unlimited weapons, my bombs came back, so I'm gonna be landing heavy. So let's give it a little bit of flap. Well, one of the trucks got blown up, I guess. Trim needs to go down quite a bit. So as we slow down, we can bring the gear. Now we can turn off the weapon sight and just look out the window to go get ready to land. That was a big bounce. Yeah, I think I might have damaged something here, and now we're gonna hit the tower. I still need to work on those landings. Alright, so yeah, I did get quite a few hits on the trucks. And my bombs, they did hit the buildings, but my landings are pretty poor. So yeah, if you wonder like when sometimes why I don't make a lot of videos, it's because you need a lot of training just to produce what I was able to produce in this one, and it wasn't a great one. So training makes perfect. I guess I'll train some more and maybe we'll see some more of those. I hope you enjoyed.